Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Yes, it's UFO, my favourite story, Kill Straker. This is just my input to why I like this episode the most. Kill Straker is a great psychological battle between Straker and Foster. The storyline basically is that the lunar module with Foster and Craig aboard are returning to Earth, but they are intercepted by a UFO, and something bizarre happens for a number of hours to them. What happens is they are both brainwashed with one very specific order: kill Straker. That's it. That's all they've got to do. Kill him and be done with him. And so, as the episode goes along, Craig is the first one to actually have a go at Straker on Moonbase. He tries to kill him with a hypodermic, an empty hypodermic, putting an air bubble into him. It fails. And he tries another attempt to get out onto the lunar surface and blow up a vital installation outside, but his suit is low on air and he just blows himself up and it hardly damages the installation. Now, Foster takes a very different approach for this part of the story. For some reason, he's not actually out to kill Straker. What he tries to do is to get Straker removed from his command. He's still loyal to Shadow, but he wants Straker gone because in his mind, Straker has become too big, too powerful, a man who's determined to run the ship his way, and it's got to be done his way, and to hell with everyone else and all the consequences. That's sort of what's running through his mind. He sends a report back to Earth to General Henderson, who picks this report up. Freeman is back on Earth at this point. He sees the report. He's summoned to see Henderson, and he dismisses it. Freeman totally dismisses it because Alex Freeman, is loyal to Ed Straker, where his boss Henderson has conflicts and runs in with Straker, and he sort of sees this as a bit of an opportunity. Maybe he could get him removed with the backing of Foster, but it seems to all fall through. Meanwhile, back on Moonbase, Straker, angry at Foster for sending this report to Earth, going behind his back, confronts Foster. He tells Foster about the first attempt on his life. Foster gives away the information. He knew exactly everything about the first attempt. Then Foster changes. He goes for his gun because Straker has forced it out of him. They have a bit of a psychological battle, a bit of a punch-up, exchange of the gun and so on. It all ends in a bit of a disaster for both of them because they both nearly die. Straker and Foster are now back on Earth. Foster is in the hands of the psychiatric Dr. Jackson, who puts Foster under deep interrogation, hypnosis, call it what you like, to find out exactly what happened in those missing hours in space. Jackson obviously gets the answer that Foster has been brainwashed by the aliens. His career is over. He tells Straker he's going to be a threat to you all your life. Straker adopts a different approach. He locks himself in a room full of guns with Foster, and we get this fantastic play between the both of them. Straker's shooting Foster. Foster's running around, ducking and diving, and Straker runs out of bullets, and he throws his gun at him, and he says, "How dare you try to buck for my job," and all this, really getting Foster angry. Straker slaps him around, and he really did actually do that in real life. Slaps him around. Foster eventually gets hold of a gun, points it at Straker, and Straker says, "Go on, pull the trigger, go on." But Foster cannot. The result is Straker has got the answer he wanted. He forced Foster. He put it his back, drove him up the wall basically, just to get this answer. This great psychological battle between these two, and he got his answer. Foster couldn't do it. He couldn't pull the trigger, and so the episode ends. It's a fantastic psychological episode, power play episode, brilliant, marvellous. And on that high note, have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.